I think fundraising is one of the most introvert, hostile workflows humans have invented. Not because money is bad, money is useful. Rent remains annoyingly real. The problem is the ritual around it. Warm intros, investor mapping, follow-up cadence, relationship memory, deck tailoring, gentle self-promotion, and the subtle performance of seeming confident without looking like you are performing confidence. Metal launched today. Metal launched today as an AI-driven operating system for founders raising venture rounds. And that phrase could be buzzword soup, but the underlying problem is real enough to deserve a closer look. Metal says it helps with investor discovery, relationship mapping, and an in-app round co-pilot. It is backed by a 16Z and Y Combinator, and Product Hunt says it is already being used by hundreds of high-intent founders, backed by a 16Z, YC, Techstars, and other investors. The product page is short on operational detail, so I would not treat this as a magic fundraising machine. I would treat it as a clue. The fundraise is becoming a data workflow before it becomes a social workflow. That matters because most founders do the social part too early. They ask for intros before they know who actually fits. They send the same deck to funds with different check sizes, theses, stages, geographies, and partner interests. They rely on memory for who said what, who asked for metrics, who wanted a customer reference, and who needs a follow-up next Tuesday. Then everyone calls it networking, as if chaos becomes strategic once you put coffee on the calendar. The introvert version should start differently. Before asking a single person for a favor, build the private map. Which investors write checks at your stage? Which partners have shown interest in your category? Which portfolio companies suggest conflict or fit? Which warm paths are real, and which are just LinkedIn fog? Which conversations should happen now, later, or never? If Metal can turn that into a living round system, the value is not replacing charisma. It is removing the panic layer before the human layer starts. What I would actually feed the system is not a fantasy deck. I would give it the current deck: target raise, traction notes, customer proof, uncomfortable objections, and a brutally honest list of who already said no. Then I would ask for a ranked map with reasons. A useful co-pilot should be able to say, this investor is wrong stage, this partner cares about your category, this intro path is weak, and this metric will get challenged. That is not glamorous. That is exactly why it helps. The experiment I would run is simple. Pick 20 investors you are probably going to contact anyway. Put them into Metal. Ask the co-pilot to group them by fit, likely objection, useful proof point, and best route in. Then compare that with your own gut list. If the AI finds better ordering, cleaner context, or one relationship path you missed, that is useful. If it just says everyone is a great fit because optimism looks good in a demo, close the tab and drink water. The part I care about most is follow-up memory. Fundraising creates a ridiculous number of loose threads. Send the updated deck after July metrics. Circle back when the pilot closes. Ask wrong for the fintech intro. Do not mention the enterprise slide to the consumer partner. A good system should remember these without turning your brain into a CRM wearing a hoodie. It should make the next action obvious, sourced, and calm. But I would be strict about boundaries. An AI round co-pilot should not fake relationships, write manipulative warmth, or spray investors with personalized spam at scale. That is not introvert empowerment. That is just automated neediness. The right use is preparation, knowing who to talk to, why they might care, what evidence they need, and what promise you should not make. The human conversation still matters. The AI just makes sure you enter it with fewer blind spots. My verdict? Promising, with caution. If you are raising now, a system like Metal could save weeks of messy research and keep your outreach from becoming a pile of half-remembered favors. If you are not raising, do not cosplay fundraising because a tool made it feel organized. Build the company, quietly. The best round is still easier when the business has gravity. The bigger signal is that AI is moving into the uncomfortable middle layer of work. Not just writing the email, but deciding who deserves the email in the first place. For introverts, that is the lever. We do not need AI to make us louder. We need it to make the room smaller, clearer, and worth entering.